Then I found Cody in October. Well, before October, but we seriously started talking in October, which is cool. So that's ended up working out really well for me, if anybody can tell, because I've obviously been much happier in my videos since then. And so it's obviously been a really great experience for me. I'm talking to him on the phone right now, actually. And it's been a great experience. He's kind of brought a different understanding because he's kind of the opposite side of my coin, so to speak. He brings about this water aspect that I don't have because I'm a fire sign. He's a Scorpio. I'm a Sagittarius. And so he brings about that water kind of aspect, and it allows us to kind of play off of each other in terms of like a synergistic relationship. And it's quite, it's fulfilling. Enriching is the word I'm going for, actually. Because you kind of learn more from another person if they have like a very different way of thinking. We're very similar in a lot of ways, but at the same time when we discuss things, both of us present kind of the opposite side. We plan to play devil's advocate a little bit. Not necessarily on purpose, but it just sort of happens that way. And through that polarization, it actually brings about a total understanding. So in terms of just an intellectual relationship or a spiritual relationship, we're quite good for each other. Obviously, emotionally, pretty great for each other too. That's a separate story too. So, October, that was October, and that happening. So you continue on, having this amazing plan laid for Chicago, getting my life arranged for when I, move out for 2009, which it is now. And so, November goes by, normal month. December's a major month, and considering it's the last one in my birthday month, it should be. So I turned 18, I got my tattoos. And I don't think of my tattoos as just these pretty ink decorations on my body. They have a spiritual meaning, obviously God is God deal, but also personally kind of making myself. Establishing what I'm about in a physical expression is kind of bring it around so I can kind of reaffirm that in myself. Like I said, it was my spiritual year, so I got spiritual markings. It's kind of tribal about me. If I go through a transformation, I'm going to have something that marks it. So I did that, and it establishes myself as an independent person, which is what 18's about. So I turned 18. So then coming in right to the end of the year, and I mean the dead last part of the year, those friends that I was talking about before, Cody and Laura, because I don't feel like bad saying their names or anything, I'm sure they'll appreciate it, all of a sudden we start talking again. And it's really great because that's something I definitely missed for most of the year because we didn't talk for so long. And I'm getting choked up. I don't like doing this on camera. But so we didn't talk very much, and so that really sucked because they were very close to me. So quite honestly, going into this next year, that feels really good to have that kind of basis again because that's something I definitely was missing. So, as a whole, for this 2008 year, my year has been awesome. No matter what kind of turmoil that life throws at you, or whatever, you have to face, doesn't mean it all has to be bad. You have to realize, like I said earlier, that everything is there to teach you something, and if you have your mind closed, you're not going to learn anything. Thankfully, I learned that this year, especially, to keep an open mind about things, because I've turned everything into this positive thing that's allowed, better things to happen in my life. And I attribute that to the spiritual thing. It's kind of an affirmation of my faith, like I was saying to Cody. It kind of reaffirms that that's exactly where I should be. So then, going into 2009 is going to be the most important year of my life ever. And probably, I can almost say that with most assurity. Here's the reason. 2009, I graduate. I'm 18 the whole year. Cool. I graduate. Cool. I'm moving to Chicago away from my family. Cool. I'm setting up life with my boyfriend and my best friend. And we're going to have our, beginning of college, and basically our whole life is decided this year. So, going into 2009, like I have, with all my ducks kind of all lined up in a row, and everything just looking so neat and pretty, and working out just so well, and falling fantastically into place at the end, looks really good for my 2009, and I'm quite glad, because for once in my life, I can actually look back at a year and realize, no, that wasn't a whole fucking waste of time, as cynical as that sounds, because basically the only reason I'm even making this video is because me and Cody were talking about it, and he thinks I was overthinking it. No, I'm kidding. He thinks that I was thinking about it just enough, because it merits it. And so, it is the weirdest thing, how life works, is what I guess the point of this is. So, what I'm asking you all is, when you watch this video, at the end of this video, think about your year, all the ups and downs that you faced, and think about the things that you let go to the wayside. It's not, that you let it go necessarily, but did you learn what you're supposed to learn? Did you try to learn what you're supposed to learn? Don't be like I was in 2007 and letting shit just, like, fall away. It's not how to work. Learn from everything. So, yeah, that's my, like, PBS message at the end of that, because I had to make this semi-educational and not just the ramblings of a crazy gay pagan in his bedroom at, obscene hours of night. So, yeah, intimation. My year rocks. And hope yours does too. Peace out, YouTube, and I love you all. Bye.